Pumpkin. Come on, wake up. I'm tired of poking you. Open your eyes. There you are. Hey, you're okay. Welcome back to the land of the living. Yeah, I don't actually have much in the way of actual medical knowledge, so poking is my go-to. Super effective means of waking up the unconscious. At least it made you smile. I like seeing that. Yeah, you scared me. Are you okay? No, don't move. Don't try to do anything yet. Just rest. Lie still. Does it hurt anywhere? That's good. Move your arms and legs for me just a bit. Good. No, we're alone. You were only out for a few seconds, which is a few seconds too long, honestly. Here, take a sip of water. Just a sip, nice and slow. That's good. What happened? What was that? You went down like a sack of potatoes. One minute you seemed okay, and the next... Just like that? That doesn't make sense. Maybe we should take you in for a CAT scan. Hey, take it slow. Don't sit up too fast. You might fall over again. I got you. Just sit for a minute. That's right. Can you see me okay? Are you hearing me okay? Good. Take deep breaths. Look right here for me. Follow my finger. I don't know, I just see people do this on TV, but if you can't focus on my finger, we have a problem. That's fine at least. You still feel cold to the touch, which... It's really warm out here right now. Yeah, it is. You're sweaty, but also cold. Look, that was a shiver just now. You shivered. I think you might be sick, like, seriously sick. I don't know how most of this works. I'm just the death dealer. The last touch before the mortal coil gets shuffled off. But you basically being made a life force doesn't mean you can't be impacted by things like injury, maybe illness. Right, so maybe it's just a bad flu. Something that weakens you, but, can't finish the job. Because the finishing part is me, and I can't hurt you. So yeah, maybe a flu. You have been pushing yourself really hard lately. Maybe taking a walk was a bad idea. Do you want to? Are you sure? Because if you get dizzy again being on your feet, you need to get right back down here. You got me? Okay, I'll help. Take it slow, nice and easy. There we go. How do you feel? Any sense you're gonna fall over again? Okay, that's encouraging. You look so pale. Yeah, you do. We should get you home. Don't argue, Pumpkin. It's either home or the hospital. Might end up being both. I don't either, but I also don't want to risk your well-being. Let me think. Tell you what, we're gonna get you home, and we're gonna call that other person I found, the one who might be like you. Maybe they can give us some idea of what's going on. I don't know, maybe it's happening to them too. We should at least look into it. We can try that before we go to regular doctors who might have more questions than answers. I agree. That's the plan then. Are you sure you're good to walk home? I know it's not far, but still. Okay then, lean on me. And if you get wobbly again, I am calling an ambulance. Don't challenge me. You know what I'm capable of. And when it comes to you, I will do whatever it takes to make sure you're okay. Come on, one foot in front of the other. That's it. Okay, sit here on the couch. Just get comfortable. You look a little better. Not great, but there's some color in your cheeks. That's a start. Do you need anything? Not water or something? A cold cloth? Okay, you sit and breathe and feel better. I'll call this person. Let me find the... Ah, here we go. Dana Sheffield. Let me just... All right, cross your fingers. Well, the call's going through at least. That's a start. Hello, is Dana there, please? My name is Cessie. I was hoping to ask her some questions about a project I'm working on. Is she available? Wait, what? Oh. I'm so sorry. I hope she's okay. Was she... Do you know what... No, I don't. This is the first time I've reached out to her. I had no idea she was sick. Did she... What happened? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Oh, I see. That's too bad. Just suddenly like that? Oh, that's terrible. Me? I don't. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help. No, not at all. I just wanted to ask her some questions, but... I don't. But if I think of anything, I'll let you know. That's not something I can share, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Right, well, thank you for talking to me. No message. I'm sorry for bothering you. I hope she pulls through. I will, if I think of anything at all. Thank you. Goodbye. She's in a coma. Yep, that was her mom, I think. Someone who felt comfortable answering her phone. Sounds like she went to sleep a couple days ago and didn't wake up. Yeah, they were. The poor woman sounds so confused, like they don't know what happened. She was healthy one day and then this. She was even asking me if I knew anything. I don't. I wish I did. The only thing I ever know is the names on my list each day, and if someone isn't on my list, they aren't on my radar. Honestly, you'd think I'd know more about healthcare given how much time I spend in hospitals, but I only ever go into them to touch people with intent. I can't heal or even put people on a slow, malingering decline. I don't have the power to do anything but take life. It's a binary state, on or off. So if Dana's in a coma, I don't have the information to do anything about that. She is. It's definitely the right person. She was, from what I can tell, just like you. And now... Well, yeah, and you've been getting weaker. Passing out in the park, losing your energy. Is there any chance these things aren't connected? It seems way too unlikely to be a coincidence. I mean, the best choice we have is to try and get answers out of the top dogs, and you know how avoidant they are. Even when they screw something up, they might issue a memo, at best. They sure as hell won't call a meeting or actually reach out to the people who are affected. That's a bridge too far. Cowards. I know, but we'll figure it out. We will absolutely get to the bottom of this. Yes, we will. I promise you, Pumpkin. If they're behind this, we'll find a way to make them undo it. They can't just toy with lives like this. Okay, they can, but they shouldn't. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being toyed with. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more they've jerked me around from the start. I agreed to this job without really knowing what I was in for, if I'm honest. And I've been very good at it, exceptionally good for such a long time, that I forgot about humanity. I forgot the people behind the lists, until you came along. You woke me up, shook me out of my shell of just working and existing. You gave me, for lack of a better word, life. I'll always be grateful to you. No matter what happens, you've reminded me of what's important. You woke me up, and now maybe I can do the same for you, or Dana, or anyone else who was like you and now might be in trouble. It's so frustrating. We don't know enough about what's going on, but we know where you at least came from. The big balancing of power in the universe, you and the others who are a walking life force. Maybe they changed their minds about that. Maybe they're changing the power alignment again. Maybe this is an ongoing experiment on their part, and we're just the lab rats they put in the maze. Certainly feels like a maze trying to sort this out. Don't worry, no matter what, I'm here. I will take care of you. Pumpkin, I love you. We're a team. They brought me to you, even if they didn't mean to in the first place, and now they can't put the genie back in the bottle. You and me, we're more than just pawns on their chessboard. We're people, more or less, and we can fight. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is see if I can get anyone at the top to give me answers. I can be very persistent. I know, but this is your health we're talking about. I won't give up. I will never, ever... There's been a change. Just now, while we were talking, there's a change. My list. It's updated. You know how I'm always working on some plane or other. Even when we're talking like this, I'm nudging others to the afterlife. My list is updated regularly, maybe a few times a day. I told you about that. It does like an auto-refresh thing. They don't take people off it, they just add more people to it as I go through it. Makes sense, right? And they've just added Dana to it. Yep, that Dana. I can tell it's the same person. And part of me can see her now, in the hospital. There's a path to her. A path that I'm supposed to follow and, yeah. What on earth? I don't know. I don't know if she's actually like you or if we got that wrong. Maybe we were wrong, since she's here now on the list. Maybe she's just a regular person. I don't think so either. It's too suspicious. And I don't know if the timing is significant or this is a coincidence. I don't know if the powers that be are specifically listening to us or adjusting to us. Or maybe they don't care to do that. They've never seemed to bother with little creatures like us before, not on a day-to-day scale. They're just doing what they want to do in the big picture. And right now, they want me to kill her. Her name is on the list, sweetness. I can't do anything about that. That's the thing, I have to. It's what I do. I can't. I've never gone against the list before. The closest thing was when you were on it and I couldn't kill you, and you know how hard I tried. I tried for a really long time. But I've never outright refused to take a life that was on my list. How could I? I'm death. This is my entire job. I get the names, I touch them with intent, I move on to the next one. That's always how it's been. Ever since I stepped into the role. Of course I don't, but I can't say no. It doesn't work that way. I have centuries of this under my belt, and I've never even been allowed to entertain the thought of pushing back on the list. And think about it. Why would I have that right? I can't play favorites. I can't decide one person gets to stay and another has to go. That's not my job, not my responsibility. I just follow orders. I don't know. I suppose I have to do the job. I don't know how to not. Maybe it won't work, though. Maybe she really is like you, and nothing I do will work. I'll try and fail, and then we'll be back to figuring this out. I mean, if it does work, I guess I did my job. I know, okay? I don't want to. For the second time ever, I don't want to. The first time was you, after I fell for you. The last time I tried to kill you, I desperately wanted to fail. And I did. And then I just never tried again. And here we are. What do you suggest? I just ignore the list? I can't. Because I'm sure there'll be consequences. Bad ones. I wish I knew that. I just know it can't go well. My entire existence hinges on me doing this job, and doing it to the best of my ability. So if I refuse, what's to stop them from doing something to me? This is the problem. We don't have the power here. We are at their mercy. All right, how about this? I don't feel good about Dana being on my list. If we're right about her, and they want me to do this, then maybe something has changed that we need to know about. For her and for you. So I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll open an inquiry at work, follow the usual channels, submit the case for consideration. Maybe all this bureaucracy is good for something. In the meantime, she can stay in her coma while we sort it out. Maybe I can get them to change their minds or correct their mistake. How's that? Okay, then, we have a plan. Except... wait. Another change has come through. Maybe they're listening to us after all. Well, because they've updated the list again. And now the newest name on it is you. Hey, you lovely goobers. Be sure to comment on this audio because I'll pin my favorite comment. Big shout out to David Kruger. You're this audio's randomly selected Sweetness patron. Thank you for supporting me on Patreon. You make these audios possible. If you'd like to be a Sweetness patron, the link is in the description for that and lots of other great stuff. Check out some other audios, maybe the one YouTube is recommending to you right now, because the more you enjoy the audios, the more YouTube suggests them to people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss an upload, and thanks for listening.